Welcome to Full Sail Live. I'm Sharkia Kellum. Roller coasters. They can be scary and exciting, up, down, side to side, and even upside down. The New York Jets are on an Aaron Rodgers roller coaster. Instead of an exciting ride, they're going on a constant decline into darkness. After a 2-3 start, the Jets decided to shake it up a bit. They fired their head coach, Robert Saleh, and after much media speculation, Aaron Rodgers insisted he had no say-so in the matter. A week later, they bring his former partner in crime, Davante Adams, as they sit at 2-4. Adams' debut didn't help much in Week 7 against the Steelers as they dominated the Jets 37-15. Okay, today on Full Sail Live, I have Yasmin to help me out here with this Jets debate. So, Yasmin, what do you think about the Jets and all their happenings this season?
Oh man, there's a lot going on. I mean, when it dropped that they fired Salah after 5 games, I couldn't stop watching it. It was like it's like a car crash that you want to look away from. You can't. Your eyes are just glued, and I'm stuck. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe they fired a coach so soon. In the Broncos game, and as a Broncos fan, I love bringing this up. They they were only a field goal away from beating my favorite team, but they missed that field goal, and really, they shouldn't have been in that situation, considering they have what people think are is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Mm, they had the same record that they did last year with Zach Wilson. And they literally booed that man out of that field. Like the crowd just like tarnished that man. And they pretty much like they shut him down. They're not giving Aaron Rodgers that though. It's because he's a bad man, but he's been playing pretty bad this year. They're 2-5. Pretty bad. And even when you brought in, you bring in Devontae Adams.
Mhm.
Okay. He wasn't doing much over there on the Raiders either, if I'm being honest with you. He wasn't really.
And that's fair enough. And you could argue that Devontae didn't have a quarterback, and now he has his favorite quarterback. But
And they
like you
still going nowhere.
yeah, like you said, Rodgers is 40 and coming out of off of an Achilles injury.
And even that scare that he had a couple of weeks on, it's like, oh, here we go again. But we'll see how the Jets progress this year. But I don't see it going to the playoffs or anything close near that. What do you
Mhm.
think they're going to
I
the playoffs?
I'm with you. I mean, I believe they're 2-5 at this point. The saying that Roger says we can run the table. I don't know about running the table this year. It's going to be hard. AFC is a very hard. You have the Chiefs and you have the Ravens, and I could go down a laundry list. So it's going to be hard. I
Just
don't
those
see
two
them.
alone, it's just like, oh, the Jets, ain't nobody's thinking about them really. Okay, Yasmin, thank you for debating it with me on the Jets, and we'll be right back after this. At the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, the WNBA Finals went to Game 5 against the Minnesota Lynx and the New York Liberty. It was a game like no other, with hard plays, rowdy crowd, and questionable calls from the refs. Over 2 million viewers watched the WNBA Finals Game 5. Safe to say all 2 million watched the travel from Breanna Stewart? No, the foul on Stewie in the last seconds of regulation. After a challenge and a short debate, Stewie took to the line to shoot for two to go into overtime. New York shot 30% from the floor, but went to the free throw line 25 times compared to the Lynx 8. They defeated the Minnesota Lynx 67-62 in overtime. Yasmin, the WNBA Finals went to a Game 5. Some controversy plays, some overtime, a lot of excitement from the crowd. Spike Lee telling people to get out of here. What are your thoughts on the WNBA Finals?
Well, first off, I just want to say I'm excited that we're debating this because the WNBA does not get the light that the NBA does it. So it's something that I'm excited about. Second off, it was terrible. Let's be honest; those calls were terrible.
I agree to an extent. I know the refs are there to do their jobs, But it seems like for the WNBA and the NBA itself, the refs they tend to overstep sometimes in certain plays. And I think Stewie traveled. They played horrible. They shot for 30% from the floor. Sabrina Ionescu shot 1 for 19 as a 3-point shooter, and for the New York Liberty to go to the line 25 times, and the Lynx only went 8 times. I think that's a rough situation right there, and I think they need to be investigated. Honestly,
For sure, it's definitely something that they need to look at, and, I believe that they are gonna start an investigation here soon, don't quote me, I'm not 100% sure on that, but the entire series was something where you can pick something for each game, and it was like, "What?" I'm
yeah.
sitting at my TV, and I'm like, "What is that?"
But I
Right.
just feel like they were just calling too many unnecessary calls. It's the playoffs. Let them play. A little
Okay,
bump
that
here there ain't gonna hurt nobody. A little
and
shoulder tap.
basketball is a physical sport,
Yeah.
so it should come with a lot of contact, and when you watch any playoff game in any sport, there's a lot it's heightened, everything gets heightened, and, I don't feel like we should be calling it tit for tat, and then at some point, I was watching it, it did feel like everything was like, every little whistle was tit for tat, did not like that.
You're not
Nobody said, "Don't
children.
do your job, but don't overdo your job."
Yeah, like, you're not gonna get an extra $100,000 if a particular team wins, or
Or
you
and
you never know. Congratulations to the New York Liberty. It's their first championship in their franchise since 1997, so I'm proud that they got that. 'Cause
I I
you walk.
I I understand
Yeah.
they wanted that's their first, and congratulations to them.
Thank you, Yasmin, for helping me with these debates. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Congratulations to the New York Liberty and their fans. For Full Sail Live, I'm Sharkia Kelly.